Hey guys, today I'm super excited about this video. I'm going to be sharing with you guys what I'm packing in my makeup bag for this trip. I cannot wait to show you guys this bag. I'm such like an organization bag freak. I love purses and bags and little storage bags. So I was really excited about this. I'm able to fit a ton of makeup in here. This is from the It's Duty Time collection with Walgreens actually. This bag is $20.99, I believe, and this is what it looks like inside. It's upside down. This is what it looks like. So it's got these nice little brush holders. There's 4 of them, and they fit a ton of brushes in here, you guys. So many brushes, everything you would need. It's got this nice little pocket, and then it's got a second pouch for all of your larger, everyday makeup. So today I'm going to be walking you guys through, sharing with you guys what I'm packing and kind of how everything fits in here once it's all said and done. Okay, so first up I am bringing primer. I always bring everything I can basically in a travel size. I try to find everything I possibly can in a travel size and bring that. So this is the Too Faced Primed and Peachy Primer. I've used this one time, but I always save travel sizes for when I actually travel, so I'm going to bring this with me. And then for my foundation, this is a little sample bottle, but it's actually got my Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation in it. It's got this really nice little squeezy tube at the top, and I just popped this out and was able to pour my own foundation in there. So this is the perfect size. I forgot to mention this trip is 10 days. If it was shorter, another thing you can do is pour your foundation, your primer, your moisturizer, whatever, into little contact lens cases. I've done that before as well, and it works great. But since this trip is a little bit longer, I just decided to go with the bottle option. For my concealer, I'm going to bring the Makeup Revolution. This is the Conceal and Define. I absolutely love this concealer. You can get it from Ulta. It's got a huge doe foot applicator, and it's really pretty and very luxurious looking. It feels very nice. I really like the formula of it, and I am excited to bring this on my trip with me. For powder under the eyes, this is the NYC Smooth Skin Powder. This is extremely hard to find nowadays. It's sold on Amazon, but it's the price is so jacked up on it. This is my favorite under eye setting powder, and again, loose powders are very hard to travel with. They're messy. The containers are usually pretty bulky, so I actually just picked up this little container from the dollar store. They have a set of 6 or 8 of them, and I was able to just spoon in some of my powder, and I can easily just dip a brush into this container and grab my powder, knock it off on here, and everything is all good. It saves a lot of room, and it's a really nice secure container, so my powder's not going to be flying everywhere. For all over the face, I'm bringing my favorite pressed powder. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte powder. I am in the shade 05 Silky Beige. This is the best drugstore matte setting powder, in my opinion. I love it. I've been using it for 8 years. It's the best. Another powder I am bringing, this is actually from Essence. It's called a Pure Nude Highlighter, and this is a very subtle, natural looking highlight. You can definitely build it up to get more of a blinding highlight if you like, but I really like using this to help brighten up my under eyes. It works very similar to an Hourglass mineral veil powder, where it's just kind of a light dust of sheen, and it just kind of helps melt all of your under eye makeup together and make it look less cakey. So this is what I use this for. It's a little bit too soft of an everyday highlight for me on my cheekbones, but I love it for that purpose. It's also a really beautiful eyeshadow or brow bone highlight, inner corner highlight. So I'm bringing that for under my eyes. I noticed a huge difference with it. For bronzer, this is my favorite drugstore bronzer. I cannot stop using this. This is Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and I just realized that I hit pan on it, and I'm kind of sad about it. But anyway, this is in the shade Light Bronzer. It's a little bit too light for me. I probably should get the bronzer shade. I think that's what it's called, but this is my favorite drugstore bronzer. I love it. This packaging though is really big and bulky. It's not the best for traveling, but I think a really good thing to keep in mind when you are traveling is not to think about your space saving methods, but to pack makeup that you thoroughly enjoy and that you're thoroughly going to wear, that's your favorite makeup, because you don't want to get to your destination and feel gross and like you're not covered or you're not feeling beautiful on your trip. That's one of the worst things that can happen to you. I have made that mistake in the past, I'm just trying to pack minimally and, you know, trying to find the space-saving options, but a lot of times the space-saving options aren't going to be your favorites or your best products. So I am just sucking it up, and I'm bringing this bulky container with me because I love this bronzer. It's my favorite. For blush, this is the Lorac Cheek palette. It looks like this. It's got 4 blush shades in it. This is such an awesome travel palette because it's got a bunch of different blush options in it, and it's super thin and slim. This is actually smaller than if I were to bring like a single blush. So I'm really excited that this is as compact as it is and easy for travel because I have like a bunch of different shades to choose from on my trip. And for my highlighter, I am bringing the Mary Luminizer from The Balm. This is one of my favorite highlights of all time. It's so stunning. You can see my camera and myself. But it is super, super beautiful. I wear this all the time. It's just one of my favorite go-to everyday highlighters, and that's why I'm bringing it on this trip. Moving on to the eyes, I'm bringing my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. This is my favorite primer. This is a travel size. I always have these travel sizes of eyeshadow primers. You get them a lot of times in like value sets when you buy a palette, so these are great to travel with. The thing I love about that makeup bag is that it's large enough that you can bring a palette with you. This is never something I've been able to do when I travel, but this is my customizable MAC palette. It has absolutely everything I would ever need in it, all the shades. I can do a really nice neutral brown eye, I can do a dark brown eye, a smoky eye, I can do a purpley mauve eye, I can do a cranberry eye, I can do like an orange eye if I want to. It's literally got everything I would need in it. I absolutely love it. If you want to know any of the shades, I actually put them all on the back so you can screenshot this if you want to know what any of the shades in the palette are. I love this, and I'm super excited to be able to bring this on this trip with me. For mascara, I'm bringing some travel size mascaras. This is the Bare Minerals Lash Domination and the Urban Decay Perversion. I'm bringing 2 just in case. Like, I've never used either one of these before, and I'm kind of nervous one of them might like bother me or something. So since they are so small, I am bringing 2. And then for my eyeliner, this is like, I really like this eyeliner. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon Kohl eyeliner. I've used this for so long. It is my favorite. It's they come in like these super long pencils. They're literally like a foot long, but I've been using this for probably too long. I should probably throw it away, but it's my favorite, and this is what I'm bringing for my eyeliner. The very last makeup product I'm bringing is the e.l.f. Makeup Mist and Set. This will be great to be able to melt my makeup all together once I'm done applying it, or I can use it to wet my eyeshadows to give more of an intense look to them. Moving on to some tools, I am bringing my Real Techniques sponge. I actually just picked this up, this little case from Walmart. I want to say it was like $7. It comes with this perfect little travel case and a sponge in it. And I love this Real Techniques sponge. It's my favorite. I think I like it better than the Beauty Blender, if I'm being honest. But I absolutely love this little case because it will fit your sponge when it's all dampened and like super large and puffy. It's also got these little air holes in it so that it allows your sponge to dry out. It also will keep everything bacteria free because it's in this little case. I love this. I was so excited when I saw this at Walmart the other day. I am so excited to travel with this. And then I'm also, of course, bringing an eyelash curler. This one's from Revlon. It's like got little bedazzles on it. Super cute. Alrighty, so for my brushes, these are the brushes I'm going to be bringing. I'm obviously bringing my powder brush. This one's for bronzer, blush. I use this one with that Pure Nude highlighter under my eyes. It's like the perfect shape to just really set under the eyes. I'm using this one to grab my loose powder out of that little powder container and set under my eyes. And then this is my highlighter brush. And then for eye brushes, this is all I'm bringing. This is still quite a few, but this is everything I would need to create, anything from a really simple eye to a more dramatic eye. So I've got my large shader brush, my fluffy blending brush, my packing or shading brush. I've got a denser fluffy blending brush. This is really great for placing color. I've got my eyebrow spoolie brush. I've got a concealer brush. You can use this for a number of different things. I like to use my eyeshadows when I wet them on this. You can use it to create a cut crease with some actual concealer on your eyelid. And then I also have this eye contour brush, which is from e.l.f. This is like one of my favorite brushes ever. It's just kind of like a thick, little pencil brush, and I love to use it to smoke out my lower lash line, or you can also use it to just really pack and place color on the lids. A few other things I'm sticking in my makeup bag in the upper section with the like brush holders and stuff is a nail file, a pair of nail clippers, some tweezers, and I always bring a towel with me. I like to wipe my hands when I'm doing my makeup, or I can like wipe my brushes on, so I always bring a towel with me, and those are just some extra little tools I like to take with me in my makeup bag. Okay, so once it's all said and done, this is what the bag looks like. It's pretty packed to the brim, but considering how much makeup and brushes and tools I am stuffing in here, this is a pretty small size. It's able to fit quite a lot. So this is what the inside of the top brush section looks like here. I've got all my brushes in here. It's got a nice little flap so that, you know, everything else doesn't get dirty. And then in this section, I have got my tweezers and nail stuff. And then in this section is where I keep all my other makeup. It's honestly pretty much just kind of thrown in there. I don't really have an issue with that because typically in the morning when I get ready, I lay everything out on the counter anyway, so I don't really ever have to dig around. I kind of just dump everything out, lay it out, and then put it all back in. So this is mainly just for the storage option, but I love how much I'm able to fit in this bag. I think it's a really great travel piece, especially if you were trying to pack a little bit lighter. My makeup bag that I used to use before this was actually a lot bigger. It took up probably about double the amount of space that this one does, and I wasn't even able to pack as much in it. So I think that this is a great option. I'll be sure to link it down below if you guys want to get it. I'm not sure if this is limited edition, so if you want it, definitely go buy it now. She's got some other great makeup bags in this collection that are also bigger and some smaller ones, so definitely check them out if you are interested. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.